as a collective inhale. Now this whole piece came about for me because of two reasons. One is I wanted to find more of a connection to the breath. So being a percussionist, oh whoa, I do have a whole bunch more scores. That's what I thought. No, I just had two. That's fine. If anybody else wants a score, I have. Anybody else need a score? Who wants a score? Anybody else want the final score? Good. The final score.
I like the final score.
I kind of have my words and gestures memorized. So part of it was me dealing with the fact you don't need to breathe other than to live to play the drums. And so it was really kind of interesting where it's like I can essentially, what we would call like in a woodwind instrument, circular breathe. I can play a continual stream of notes until I physically get tired. And so in that, I find that there gets to be a tendency to create unmusical phrases, or phrases that are like, I don't want to say it's unmusical, but it's not like connected to the reality of like singing, for instance. And when we think about the creation of music, we think about maybe voices and singing and breath. And so it just became really interesting to me that there's kind of an unnatural sound to playing the drums. Because it's not necessarily tied to breathing. So once you tie it to breathing, it becomes a much more personal experience. And then the other thing was kind of like the first piece I performed where I've been dealing a lot with using words and using text. I do so much work, I feel, without using words, because I think it's too obvious to use words a lot of times. So then it was trying to confront, why don't I use words? Why do I write instrumental music? Why am I not using words? So it's like this was my way of starting to enter into thinking about how could I use words as a way to inform what I do, and also as a way to like create phrase ideas and phrase shapes. So, well, I'll try to navigate this together. If you have a poem, there's a lot of words. Maybe pick one or two. You can feel free to do whatever you want if you feel comfortable. Once again, it's just a guide to guide you through. If you're out there, don't break your instrument. If anybody wants like a cymbal or some random thing to play, I've got some randoms. I've got some sticks and whatever. But just remember to listen and bring yourself into the ensemble. I'll probably do a little bit of singing too. So the piece starts with a little bit of silence and we find ourselves together, and then I'll conduct a singular inhale, and on that exhale, the piece begins. All right, so find silence. Inhale. Right.